don't. I am uncertain. Let's see. Testing. Boop. I don't know. I do not know. I think I'm live. I think. Oh, god damn it. Now, god damn it. Why in the Sam hell are you acting like this? Can't you just work, you darn machine? Dang. Very much not on rhythm. We're okay. We're okay. Everything's okay? We're working? Working here. Working here. Music's playing? Question mark? I keep forgetting the tummy redeem is gone now. You're right. I'm sorry. I mean, I could play it for you, but... Thanks. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could turn it on just for you, darling, but I mean, there ain't no point, you know? I'm always gonna have a tummy. My tummy's just, it's gonna be here for all the days. But yeah. No. What do you mean no? And it's Mama too. Hi, darling. Hi, Mortal. Hi, Lazy. What you mean no? Why are you hitting me? I haven't done anything. Damn, what am I supposed to do? Let's see. We've, okay, is there a way to change it? Because I want to start stream already. But I have it to where so for the first 3 minutes, ads pre-roll. So is there a way to change it? Ads. Can I change it while I'm on stream? Disable pre-roll ads when I run the ads. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's gonna have to be an Ignis question. Oh shit. Oh dear. I do not know. I'm gonna go back to Stream Manager. I remember something that I'm gonna be interested in. Oh my god, I'm gonna be interested in something. Excellent, excellent. Cookies for you, thank you. I guess, what should I try to do? Oh yeah, make sure you have a snack, make sure you got water. I have my water here. Let's see. We're gonna be reading tonight. I haven't checked the tweet. Let me check the tweet. Let's see. I forgot the name of the I forgot the name of the program, but it makes you look like a PNG YouTuber drawing on the screen. Oh, yeah, like my own arm would be drawing on the screen. Someone showed me that. I should check out what kind of things there's gotta be. Oh, it is Grimm Fairy Tales. Okay, congratulations. Let's see. Almost half of you voted. So that's like what, 6 or 7 people of you guys? Why am I so dang cute and awesome and amazing and adorable? Oh my god, why are you amazing? I guess we should go ahead and have someone pick a number between, how many are there again? Let me see. Uh-oh. Oh fuck. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know where the table of contents is. The tails. Yeah, I think it's between 1 and like 150 or something. Yeah, So like there's a lot. We've already picked 69, but like I'm free to like read them again. Oh yeah! Ad break ends in 10 seconds. Add jail, add jail, add jail, add jail. Enter. 3, 2, 1, we must be back. I think we're back. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh shit. 1 second, Justin. Okay, I'm good. Okay, is that my actual kitchen, or did I just make up the layout? No, that's not my actual kitchen. I don't live by the coast. The waterfront properties are so fucking expensive. I live out in the boonies. Literally one of
rates are crazy right now.
Why are you talking? Tonight is supposed to switch to audio, switch both input and output. Don't. Huh? Do you want to switch input device? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How do I check my input output? You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Chat can hear me. My grandkids can hear me. That's fine. 4 and 32. But yeah, I do have a rice cooker on my counter all the time, and I do like Pocky, so I put Pocky on the on the kitchen counter too. I thought that might be kind of funny. And I hear my sister, not my sister, the fuck? I hear my Cinder jingle jingle in the hallway. My little girl?
Okay, I just figured I'd say hello.
Hi, are you about to go to bed?
My apologies. Everybody have a wonderful night. Enjoy
Oh wait,
Grandma
they can't hear you. Let me turn you up.
Oh.
Say something.
Hello, hello, hello.
I have you at 200%, so please be careful.
I'm aware. I can't even hear me through the stream.
You can't? Uh-oh.
No.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, there it is. I had to turn. No, we're good. We're good. I had to turn up my headphones.
Ruh-roh. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault for not pressing volume up. I just figured I'd say hello and good night. I didn't realize you were streaming ASMR, so I do apologize about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, y'all have a wonderful night. Enjoy Grandma reading to y'all. She's got a lovely voice, and I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Goodbye, good night, and good day.
Good night. Hoy es feliz, muy buenas noches. Goodbye. Congrats on the new sister. Yeah, I just made her. I guess we should go ahead and start though. Can you see me? We're gonna do stream just like this. We're gonna do stream this entire time. It's gonna look just like this. I'm gonna turn up the music now that Iggy is gone. Is it working? Hello? I think it's working. Can y'all hear the fire crackling? I think, yeah. I don't think it's overpowering. I think it's good enough. I'm gonna get rid of this silly border. But hi. I have the mic close to me this time. I'm holding the mic. I have the mic in my hands. Oh my god, is that marshmallow? Wait a damn second. Let me look at chat again. Wait 1 second. Oh, Iggy! Oh, no. I love you too, Beach. Like I said, I'm still working on my parameters. So hopefully, my eyeballs don't do any like bug out weirdness, but if they do, please let me know. I want them to be expressive, but I don't want them to look weird or anything. So oh, I love you more. Thanks. But yeah, I guess we can redeem tummy time. Where's the timer? How do I put the timer? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna put the timer in front of me, and we'll go ahead and store it. And boop, boop. So we saw number 1, number 32. Howdy, 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 hey. We can hear me. Oh my god, hi. That's very bad autocorrect. Yeah, honestly, it was verbal autocorrect too, which is like just freaking ain't it, man, ain't it. But you know, it's okay. I am a cute bean. Oh my goodness. Sister's name is Ruth, which is the opposite of, oh, short for ruthless. Oh my god. Honestly, yeah. No, I'm ruthless. Oh jeez. 1 second. I think I brush these. No. No, okay. It's just stuck in my nose. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Oh. Okay. I will survive. We are gonna survive. It is time for reading. We're reading the Grimm fairy tales by the Brothers Grimm. Damn. Stream just started. Come on now. By the Brothers Grimm. The Devil's Scooter? Scooty, the Devil's Snooty Brother. Sounds like a hilarious title. Was that one of them? Wait, really? Huh. That does look funny. What was number 4? Because I think that was the first number that we ever saw, so let me see. The story of youth who went forth to learn what fear was. Well, how long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 pages. That's not bad. Oh my god, hi Thea. Hi. Hi, darling. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we're reading the Brothers Grimm. There's a bunch of short stories. There's like 150 of them. I know Thea's here. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll just read as many as we want. Y'all just plop down a number when I ask and your number might be called. For those of you lurking, I will try not to peek the mic. If it happens, rip. The Grimm brothers, yeah. Oh, I should probably get my, there we go. Just in case, I like to write down anything funny that happens in stream. I write it on a sticky note. But yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright. A certain father had 2 sons, the elder of whom was smart and sensible and could do everything in the world. But the younger was stupid and could neither learn nor understand anything. Why is he me? I'm sorry. I'm okay. And when people saw him, they said, "Why, there's a fellow who's gonna give his father some trouble." Oh shit, he really is me. No. God damn it. Somebody can do it, or I'll do it at some point, but put The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe? That's cute. We'll do that on an Edgar Poe day. That could be our ASMR during Halloween time. Oh my god. When anything had to be done, it was always the elder who was forced to do it. But if his father bade him to fetch anything when it was late at night, and they had to lead their way through the churchyard or any other dismal place, he would say, "Oh no, father, I will not go there. It makes me shudder." Oh my god, he's smart but a wimp. So, stories were told by the fire late at night, which made the flesh creep. Listeners would sometimes say, "That makes me shudder." But the younger would just sit in a corner and listen with the rest of them. He couldn't imagine what they could mean. They're always saying, "It makes me shiver. It makes me sad. It doesn't make me shiver at all. That too must be an art of which I do not understand." Ignorance is bliss. Oh. Now it came to pass that his father said to him one day, "Hearken to me, thou fellow in the corner. Thou art growing strong and tall, and you must learning something by which you can earn your living. Look at your brother. Do you not even earn your salt?" "Well, father, the fuck? Let me take a sip of water. Okay. "Well, father, I am quite willing to learn something. Indeed, if it could be managed. I should like to learn how to shiver. I don't understand it at all." Well, the other brother smiled when he heard that and thought to himself, "Good God, what a blockhead of my brother. He will never be good for anything as long as he lives. He wants to be a sickle, but he must bend himself betimes." The father sighed and answered to him, "You should soon learn what it is to shiver, but you will not earn your bread by doing something as silly as that." Okay, and there you go. Uh-oh. Boop. Okay, where am I? There it is. Okay. Well, soon after, the sexton came to the house on a visit, and the father bewailed him the troubles, and told him his younger son was so backward in every respect that he knew nothing and learnt nothing. Just think, when I asked him how he was going to earn his bread, he actually wanted to learn to shiver. If that be all, he can learn that with me. Send him to me, and I will polish him up. Well, the father was glad to do it. It'll train the boy a little. And so he therefore took him into the house, and had him ring a bell. After a day or two, he awoke him at midnight, and bade him arise and go out into the church tower and ring the bell there. You'll learn what shivering is. And he secretly went there before him, and when the boy was at the top of the tower and turned around and was just going to hold out the bell, he saw a white figure standing on the stairs opposite the sounding hole. "Who is there?" But the figure made no reply and did not move. "Give an answer, or take yourself out. You have no business here at night." Well, the sexton remained standing motionless, and the boy might as well have thought he was a ghost. The boy cried a second time, "What do you want here? Speak if you are an honest fellow, or I will throw you down the steps." Well, he thought, he can't intend to be as bad as that, and he made no move. He was like stone. Well, the guy called him a third time, and as such there was no purpose. He ran him against and pushed him down the stairs, and it fell 10 steps and remained in a corner. Then he rang the bell, went home, and without saying a word went to sleep. Oh. The wife waited a very long time for her husband, but he didn't come back. At length she became uneasy and wakened the boy. "Do you not know what happened to my husband?" "No, I do not, but someone was standing by the sounding hole on the other side of the steps. And as he would neither give an answer nor go away, I took him for a scoundrel and threw him down the stairs. Just go there and you'll be able to see if it was him." "I should be sorry if it were." Alright, we can get a little southern up in here. Well, the woman ran and found her husband there, lying and moaning in the corner, broken his leg. She carried him down the stairs with a loud scream. She hastened to the boy's father. "Your boy has been the cause of great misfortune." Is that what I think it is? Is that the emote? It is, it's the ducky! I love me some little duckies. He has been a great misfortune. He threw my husband down the steps and made him break his leg. Take that good-for-nothing away from my house. What wicked tricks are these? The devil must have put them into his head. Father, do not listen to them. I'm innocent. He was standing there by night like one who is to intend to do some evil. I didn't know who it was, and I entreated upon him 3 times to either speak or go away. Oh, I have done nothing but be unhappiness with you. Get out of my sight. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Father, right away. Just wait until one day, okay? I'll go forth and learn how to shudder, and then I shall, at any rate, understand one art which will support me. Learn what you will. It's all the same to me. Here are 50 thalers for thee. Take them and go into the wide world and tell no one from whence you came, and none whoever your father. For I have no reason to love you, and I am ashamed of you. Welcome to this side of things. Oh my god, welcome to this side of things, darling. Hi. It's good to see you. Yes, Father, it shall be as you said. If you desire nothing more than that, I can easily keep that in mind. Well, when day dawned, and therefore the boy had his 50 thalers in his pocket and went forth to the great highway and continually said to himself, if I could help but shudder, oh, if I could simply shudder. Well, a man finally approached him, heard the conversation he was having for himself, and, well, when they walked a little farther, they could see the gallows. And the man said, look there, there's a tree with 7 men. They have married the rope maker's daughter, and they're now flying below. Sit below it and wait till the night comes, and you'll learn how to shiver. Well, if that's all that you want me to do, it's easily done, but if I learn how to shiver as fast as that, then you shall have my 50 thalers. Just come back to me early in the morning. Well, that youth went to the gallows, sat down below it, waited till evening came, and, well, he was so dang cold that he lit himself a fire. But at midnight, the fire blew out. Oh, he was so sharply in spite of that fire, he couldn't get warm. And when the wind was knocking them hanged men against each other, they moved back and forth. He thought to himself, thou shiverest below by the fire, but how are those up there must freeze and suffer? And well, he felt quite pitiful for them, so he raised up a ladder, climbed up, and bound them one after the other, finally bringing all 7 down. He stirred the fire, finally blew it, set them all around to warm themselves up, but they just sat there and didn't move, and the fire caught onto their clothes. Take care, I'll hang you up again. Wait a damn sec. Are you meaning to tell me that this man is so stupid? This is Weekend at Bernie's bullshit. What in the Sam hell? You touched 7 dead bodies and you didn't know they were dead? The fuck? That's some Lord help you bless your soul type shit right there. The fuck? Good Lord. Alright, okay, alright. Well, the dead men of course didn't move, didn't hear, were quite silent, and their rags went on a-burning. Finally, the dumbass grew angry and said, if you can't take care and I can't help you, I will not help you if you get burnt up. Well, obviously, he hung them all up each again, and he sat down by the fire, fell asleep, and the next morning the man came to him and wanted them 50 thalers, but he said, well, didn't you learn how to shiver? The man said, no, how was I to get to know? Those fellas up there didn't open their mouths, they were so stupid they let them few old rags that was on their bodies get burnt. Damn. I ain't never seen a dumbass quite like this, said the man and went away. I'm ad-libbing a little bit, but like, honestly, there a little profanity kind of is, you know, is necessary with someone this stupid. Damn. The youth likewise went his own way, muttering to himself, oh, if I could just help but shudder, oh, if only I could shiver. Now, a wagoner was striding beside him, heard him, and said, who are you? Oh, I don't know. From whence come you? I know not. Who was your father? I can't tell you. What is it that you're always muttering under your breath? Oh, well, I do so wish I could shudder, but no one can teach me how. Give up your foolish chattering, said the wagoner. I do so... No. Come with me. I will see to you about getting a place. Well, the youth climbed into the wagon, and finally even arrived, and they went to an inn, where they wished to pass the night. Well, at the entrance to the room, the youth again said quite loudly, oh, if only I could shiver. Oh, if only I could shiver. You think the room would be cold when you have all this profanity? What? Oh, you gotta be silent, said the wagoner. No, said the hostess. Oh, there's a hostess. A hostess with the mostest. So many inquisitive people have already lost their lives. It'd be a pity and a shame if such beautiful eyes as these never saw the light of day again. Oh, she is hitting on this dumbass hard. Damn. Honestly, that's a good line though. Your eyes are so glorious that if they close, or wait, no. Like if someone says that they're going to sleep, you could be like, no, no, no. If you go to sleep, the world is going to lose the most beautiful pair of eyes. My bad, my bad. My bad. Well, the youth, of course, had no damn idea what she was saying. So however difficult it may be, I'll learn it for this purpose indeed, and I'll have journeyed on forth. Well, he let the host have no rest until the latter finally told him that not far from where he stood laid a haunted castle, where anyone could easily learn how to shiver. He couldn't help but watch it for 3 nights. The king had promised that he would not venture should he that he who ventured in would have his daughter as a wife, and she was the most beautiful maiden in the sun. Well, great treasures likewise lay in the castle, which were guarded by evil spirits. That's so cheesy, I love it. I know, me too. I can't even hear the word shiver without thinking about Ed Sheeran shiver anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Sheeran, Mr. Shiverin, Mr. Sheen. Sorry. Well, already many men had gone into that castle, but as yet none had wandered on out of there. All a poor man couldn't become rich. Well, the youth went in the next morning to the king and said if he were allowed, he would watch the 3 nights in that haunted castle. The king looked at him as though the youth pleased him and said, you may ask for 3 things to take into the castle with you, but they must be things that are not alive. I ask for a fire, a turning lathe, and a cutting board with a knife. And so he carried these things into the castle during the day, and when night was drawing near, the youth went up and made himself a bright fire in one of them rooms, placed the cutting board on the knife beside it, seated himself by the turning lathe, and said, oh, if only I could shiver. But I shall not learn it here either. Finally, around midnight, as he was poking his fire, blowing on it, something cried from the corner. Oh no, how cold we are. You simpletons, what are you crying for? If you're cold, come and take a seat by the fire and warm yourselves. Oh, God. If this dumbass told me that I was a simpleton, oh, that boy wouldn't have no more ears. I'd be ringing them. Damn. Well, just as he said that, 2 great black cats came in with a tremendous leap and sat down on either side of him, looking savage with fierce eyes. Well, after a short time, when they'd worn themselves properly, they finally said, comrade, comrade. I didn't know they were Russian. Damn, I ain't got the right accent for this. But I don't think I can do a Russian accent. Only Russian I know is vodka. And, is it Nia? No, that's wrong. Damn. I don't think I know any Russian other than vodka. Damn. I must be an alcoholic. Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, comrade, shall we have a game of cards? Why not? Just show me your paws. Well, they stretched out their claws. Oh, wait. They stretched out their claws. The claws? Oh. Number lock was stunned. I cannot believe I fucking... Y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe I... Well, oops. But yeah, they showed him their claws, and he said, oh, what long nails you have. I'm gonna have to cut them for you. Oh my God, thanks. You.
I'm glad you came along, partner.
You make me so happy. Oh, my my snail? My snail. My tail. It's sticking straight up. I don't think it's wagging properly. I don't think I fixed that animation after stream. I think I just gave up. But that's okay. Oh, where am I? But yeah, first I'm gonna have to cut them long nails. Howdy, hey, how are you? Oh my god, Jonathan. Yamas? Is it Yamas? Who are you calling? Wait, is that, oh, that's llamas. Oh my fucking god. God damn it. My bad. My bad. my brain first. You know, honestly, no, that's good on me. That's good on me. I know I saw a kid thinking that said Yamas instead of llamas. That's, you know what? Good on me. Good on me. But yeah, hi. I hope you're having a good night / morning / afternoon. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking finally. Oh my god, that was stuck in my sinuses for like half an hour or something, man. Damn. Word. Yeah, what was happening? Oh yeah. So first the dummy cuts their nails. Thereupon he seized them by the throats, put them on the cutting board, and screwed their feet fast. I'm gonna have a look at your fingers, and my fancy for card playing's gone, as he struck them dead and threw them out onto the water. But then he made away with these two and was about to sit down again by his fire. From another hole came another black cat and black dogs with red-hot chains and more of them until he could no longer stir, and he began to yell horribly, getting fire, putting it to pieces and trying to put it out. Oh, well, he watched him for quite a while. But at last they were going too far, and so finally he seized his cutting knife and cried, "Away with you, vermin," and began to cut them down. Well, part of them ran away, the others he killed and threw out into the fishing pond again. When he finally came back from throwing them in the pond, the embers on his fire again warmed himself up, and as he sat there, his eyes could keep open no longer, and so he fell asleep. Well, he looked around to find a great bed in a corner and said, "That's the very thing for me." Bless you, thank you. But just as he was going to shut his eyes, the bed began to move of its own accord and went over the whole damn castle. He said, "That's fine, just go faster." Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing. I was a very fussy baby. I would cry a lot. I don't know about what, but my parents would tell me that they would just put me in the pickup truck and they wouldn't even need to run around anywhere. They would just turn it on and I would immediately conk out. Like I would just go. Did any of y'all have something like that? Or is that just a me thing? I feel like just like the vibrations, like the vroom, like I think something just tickled my little baby brain and made me go like, this is it. This is how I go to sleep. But that's just a me thing. That's just a me thing. Or is it a we thing? Sorry, I tried to wink, but I don't think it worked. My bad. Okay. Well, he said, "That's right, but go faster." And then the bed rolled as if on 6 horses harnessed up to it and over the threshold until suddenly, hop, 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 it turned upside down and laid him off like a mountain. But he threw the quilts and pillows up in the air, got out and said, "Now, anyone who likes may drive." And so he lay down by the fire and slept till it was daytime. Well, in the morning the king came, and when he saw that he was lying there on the ground, he thought the evil spirits had killed him and he was dead. After all, it's quite a pity, he was such a handsome man. It has not come to that yet, he says, waking up with a startle. The king was astonished, but very happy indeed. Growing up, my grandma used to drive a pickup truck and he would let it rot in the yard. Oh my god, yards becoming driveways or car graveyards, those are fucking country ass shit. Damn. Yeah, you just unlocked like a core memory. I don't think I've ever seen a neighbor who's not had like an unreasonable amount of cars just like piled around their home somehow. Not like a junkyard. It's an no, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what they park it on the damn grass. You know, the weeds are growing underneath it. There's like moss on one side of a tire. You know, there's probably a critter in there somewhere. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, so the king said, very well indeed. And so they finally went to an innkeeper who opened their eyes very wide. I had never expected to see you alive again. Have you learned how to shiver? It was all in vain. If someone would but help me somehow. Well, the second night he again went to the old castle, sat by a fire, once more began the old song, if only I could shiver. And when midnight finally came, an uproar and a noise tumbling about was heard. At first it was low, 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 but grew louder and louder, and it was quiet for a while. And at length, finally, there was a loud scream. But it grew, and half of a man came down the chimney, falling upon him. Oh, ho, cried, another half belongs to this. This is too little. And finally the uproar began again. There was roaring and howling, and the other half of the man fell down too. Wait now, I just blew up the fire a little for you. Once he was done, he looked around, and two pieces were joined together, and a frightful man sitting in his place. That's not part of our bargain. The bench is mine. He really said, "Ghost, get the fuck out my seat." I love that. I love that. Oh my god. When he was finally done, wait no, the man wanted to push him away. However, the youth wouldn't allow that, and thrust him off with all his strength, seating himself in his own place. Well, there were still more men falling down, one after another. Finally brought 9 dead men's legs, 2 skulls. He set them all up and played at 9 pins with them. You played bowling with these men's legs. You're kidding me with this shit. Oh my lord. Hark you, can I join you? Yes, if you have any money. Money enough. But your ball's not quite round. Did you pick this one on purpose? Did you pick? Come on now. I am a kid. Oh my god. I am so immature. God damn. Okay. There now, we're gonna roll better. Hooray, now we can merrily play. Well, he played with the man, lost some of his money, but when it finally struck 12, everything vanished from sight. Oh yay, thank you. I would love to see it. He finally laid down and fell asleep. Well, the next morning the king came, inquired after him. How has it fared for you this time? Well, I've been playing at 9 pins and lost a couple farthings. Have you not shivered at all? What? I was having fun. If I did but know what it was to shudder. Well, that third night, sat down again on the bench and said quite sadly, oh, if only I could shiver. When it grew later, 6 tall men came in bringing a coffin. That is certainly my little cousin who died on a few days ago. He beckoned with his finger, cried, come on, little cousin, come. He placed the coffin on the ground, but when he took the lid off, a dead man laid there. He felt his face, it was ice cold. Stop, I'll warm you up a little. The fuck? He laid a warm hand against the man's face, but still he felt cold. He took the dead man out, sat him by the fire, laid him on his breast, and rubbed his arms so that blood might circulate again. As this also did no good, he finally thought to himself, when 2 people lie in bed together, they warm each other up. We're skipping. I ain't no necrophiliac motherfucker. Well, The dead man, however, got up and cried, "I'm gonna kill you." What? Is that the way you're gonna thank me? You shall at once go into your coffin again. I'll put you there. So he took him up, threw him in, and shut the lid. The 6 men came and carried him away again. I cannot manage to shudder. I shall never learn it as long as I live. Well, a man entered who was taller than all the others, looking quite terrible. He was old and with a long white beard. "You wretch, you shall soon learn what it is to shudder, for you are gonna die." "Not so fast. If I'm to die, I shall have to have a say in it. I'm gonna seize you. Softly, softly, don't talk so loud. I'm as strong as you are, perhaps even stronger. We're gonna see. If you are stronger, I'll let you go. Come, we're gonna try." So he led him into the dark led him in to some dark passages, to a smith's forgery, took an axe, and with one blow, thank you, Justin. Oh my lord. Oh my god, that took me off the screen. But yeah, so he took an axe and with one blow struck an anvil into the ground. Oh, I can do better than that. And the youth went to another anvil. The old man placed himself near and wanted to look on, and the white beard hung down when the youth seized the axe, put the anvil in one blow, and struck the old man's beard with it. Oh, he is quite spiffy. Look at him. What a handsome fella. And that old man, damn, he need a pedicure bad. Them dogs are barking. They're howling, damn. Well, now I have you, and it's you who's gonna have to die. He seized an iron bar and beat the old man till he moaned and entreated upon him to stop. So then he would give him great riches if he did so. Well, the youth drew out the axe and let him go. The old man led him back to the castle, to a cellar, and showed him 3 chests full of gold. Of these, 1 part is for the poor, 1 for the king, and the 3rd is yours. As soon as he said that, the clock struck 12, and the spirit disappeared. The youth therefore was left in the darkness. "I'll still be able to find my way out," he said, and he felt around and found a way out of the room. Finally, he was able to sleep by his fire. Well, the next morning the king came and said, "Now you must have learned what shivering is." "Nope, what can it be? My dead cousin was here, and a bearded man came and showed me a great deal of money down below, but no one told me what it was on how to shiver." "Well, you've delivered the castle, and you'll marry my daughter." "That's very well, but I still don't know what it is to fear." Well, the gold was brought up and the wedding celebrated, but however so much the young king loved his wife and however much he was happy, he would still always say, "Oh, if only I could shiver. If only I could shiver." And at last she was finally angry, and her waiting maid said, "If I find a cure for him, he'll soon learn what it is to shiver." She went out to the stream which flowed by the garden and had a whole bucket full of gidgeons? Probably a type of fish. If I read Holes on stream, oh my god, that's such a good one. I love Holes. That movie was good too. I like that one. Well, that's just too damn bad. Well, at night the young king was sleeping. His wife was to draw the clothes off of him, empty the bucket full of cold water with the fish in it, and so that the little fishes would sprawl all over him. When this was done, he woke up and cried, "Oh, what has made me shiver so?" "What makes me shiver? Oh, I know what it is to shiver." "Oh, you're kidding me with that shit. That is some horse alright. Alright. If you say so. But I personally ain't got no stakes in that business. My favorite part of the movie was Mr. Pedinsky just falling in a damn hole. Alrighty, y'all. Time for another number. Between 1 and 150. Oh, hello. What's this about, Holes? Oh yeah. Do you know the movie Holes or the book Holes? Baby Shia LaBeouf was in it. Who else was in it? This red-headed actress, she was real good. A couple other ones. I really liked that movie. I think it was good. I like the book too. But yeah. Let's see. Anyone want a number? Any number? If you don't pick a number, then I'm just gonna randomly scroll until I hit something. You know the movie? You quoted to this day. Oh my god, Lazy. We're in sync right now. Alright, let's see. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Faithful John. Oh, now how big is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's only 4 again. Well, that's not too bad. Hopefully I won't take half an hour to read 4 pages. 19. 19. Well, is 19 more interesting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Fisherman and his wife. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's about the same. That's 5. Do I want to read about John or a fisherman? Let's do a fish. I like fish. Fishy, 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 fishy. You don't get how Ziggy got blues from peaches upside down until he was eating 100-year-old peaches in the sand. You know, I couldn't help you, darling. I ain't got no damn clue. I ain't got no damn clue. Alrighty, here we go. There once upon a time was a fisherman who lived with his wife in a miserable hovel close by the sea. Every day he went out fishing, and once, as he was sitting with his rod looking at the clear water, his sign suddenly went down, 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 far below. Then when he finally drew it up again, he brought out a large flounder. The flounder said to him, "Hark you, fisherman, I pray to you, please let me live. I am no flounder really, but an enchanted prince. What good will come of you if you kill me? I should not be good to eat. Please put me back in the water and let me go." "Come, there's no need for such many words about it. A fish that can talk I should certainly let go anyhow." At least he's not a, what's the word? He ain't a psychopath. Also, why am I so low? There we go. There. That's better, but also I'm kind of to the side. How did I do that? Oh, you know what? It's when I shifted in my chair. Here, let me just go a little. There we go. Alrighty. I think everything's still working. Pirate D&D! Pirate D&D! I love D&D so much, you guys. Oh my god. What if I read D&D stories one day? Like either stuff that you guys submit, or I could read D&D horror stories and we could go, oh my god. And we could like collectively just be, you know, aghast at the crazy stuff we hear. Their class is a swashbuckler. Oh yeah, obviously. Swashbucklers are cool. Well, anyway, they let the fish go. And with that, he put the fish back into the clear water, and the flounder went to the bottom, leaving a long streak of blood behind him. Well, that fisherman got up and went home to his wife back in the hovel, and she said, "Husband, have you caught nothing today?" "Girl, get off his damn ass. Come on now." But he said no. Wait, huh? "No, I did catch a flounder who said that he was an enchanted prince, and so I had to let him go again." "Didn't you wish for anything first?" "No, what should I have wished for?" "It is surely hard to have to live with this dirty hovel. You might as well have wished for a small cottage for us. Go back and get him again. Tell him that we want to have a small cottage, and he'll certainly give us that." "Why should I have to go there again?" "Why, you did catch him, and you let him go again. He is sure to do it. Come on, go now." So this man didn't really want to do it, but he didn't want to oppose his wife. You know, happy wife, happy life, so he went. OMG, yes. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. I've never played D&D before. I just love making D&D characters. That's fine, darling. Here, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add a poll for any lurkers or what have yous. How do I add a poll? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? It's this one. New poll. D&D horror stories tonight. Ye no. And we'll leave it on for 10 minutes is the longest, so we'll do 10 minutes. Alrighty, there we go. It should just be on the poll there. Yeah, thank you, Justin. Well, finally he went to the sea. He got there, it was all green and yellow and no longer so smooth. So he stood still and said, "Flounder, flounder in the sea, come, I pray, here to me. For my wife, good Isabel, wills not as I have her will. Wills not as I'd have her will." Huh? Well, that flounder came swimming up to him and said, "Well, what she want then?" "Oh, that man," he said, "I did catch you, and my wife says I really ought to have wished for something. She doesn't like living in a wretched hovel any longer. She would like to have a cottage." "Come on then, she has it already." Well, that man went home, and his wife was no longer in the hovel, but instead there stood a small cottage, and she was sitting on a bench before the door. She took him by the hand and said to him, "Just come inside. Look now, isn't this such a great better deal?" They went in, and there was a small porch, a little parlor, and a bedroom, and a kitchen, and a pantry, and the best of all, furniture, and fitted up with the most beautiful of things. And behind the cottage there's a small yard with hens and ducks and a little garden with flowers and fruit, and oh, just look at it. Is it not that nice? Why, yes, darling, that is. We must have always thought like this. Now we'll live quite contently. We will have to think about that. Oh, you know she's gonna get greedy. Y'all know they're gonna get greedy. I've read a story before. They're gonna get greedy. We just became DND G as of late. DNDG. DNDG. I ain't got no damn clue what that means. I'm sorry, darling. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Oh, there I am. Well, everything was quite well for a week or a fortnight, but finally the woman said, "Hark, you husband, this cottage is far too small of us. The garden and the yard a little. The flounder might just as well have given us a larger house. I'd like to think to live in a great stone castle. Go to that flounder and tell him to give us a castle." "Wife, that cottage is quite good enough. Why should we have to live in a castle?" "What? You go there now and tell the flounder." "No, wife, that flounder just gave us a cottage. I do not want to go back so soon. It might make him angry." "Darling, you better go, and you will not do it easily, and you will be glad to do it, and you're gonna go to him now." God damn. You know, she's gonna get them turned into like frogs or some shit. Dungeons and Dragons Grace, that's what it stands for. I thought Dungeons and Dragons was DND. I think I'm going crazy. I think that's what the G stands for in that sentence. Am I going fucking crazy? D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Like the D is dragon, and the D is dungeon, and the N stands for and. Am I? I think I'm fucking tweaking. What the? I'm not sure. My bad. Well, that man had a heavy heart, and he didn't want to go, but he said to himself, "It's not right." But yet he still had to go, because, you know, his wife. This time, the seawater was purple and dark blue, gray and thick, not green and yellow, and very still quiet. He stood there and said, Flounder, flounder in the sea, come, I pray thee here to me, for my wife, good Isabel, wills not as I'd have her will. Well, what does she want then? Alas, she wants to live in a great stone castle. Please don't kill me. Go to it then. She's standing before the door. When the man went away, intended to go home, but when he got there, he found a great stone palace. His wife was standing on the steps to go in. She took him by the hand and said, come on in, and took her around the castle. A great hall paved with marble, many servants, flung open wide doors, walls full of bright, beautiful hangings. Rooms with chairs and tables of pure gold. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceilings. All the rooms and bedrooms had carpets, and food and wine of the very best were standing on all the tables. They nearly broke down beneath them. Behind the house, too, there was a great courtyard with stables for horses and cows and very best of carriages. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze again. Now come now, ain't that beautiful? Yes, indeed. Now let it be. We're gonna live in this beautiful castle. We're gonna be happy about it. We will consider about that. We'll sleep upon it. And thereupon they went to bed. Yep, she greedy. She got the green monster in her. Well, the next morning that wife awoke first, and just before daybreak, got up from her bed, saw the beautiful country lying before her, and her husband still stretching himself out. She poked him in the side and said, get up. Peek out that window. You couldn't. Now look here, couldn't we be the king over this land? Go to the flounder. Tell him we're gonna be king. Wife, why do we have to be king? I don't want to be king. Well, if you don't want to be king, I will. Go to the flounder and tell him I'm queen. Wife, why do you want to be king? I don't want to tell him that. Well, why not? Go to him this instant. I must be queen. Well, that man went. He was very unhappy about it, but he went. It's not right. It is not right. He did not wish to go, but he went. You finished Treasure Planet for the first time. When he came to the sea, it was very dark gray, and the water heaved up. Oh, thank you. You are such a sweetheart. Thanks. I hope you're doing good. No, you. Oh, I almost forgot. This Saturday I'll be playing with May. But if you want to come hang out with me, I will ask if she has any room. I think right now it's a full lobby, but I'm sure that someone's gonna probably be like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to cancel. But yeah. Or I don't know how late I actually don't know how late we're staying up, but I'll let you know. But yeah, I'll slide into your Discord DMs. But yeah, have a great night. I love you. You got your lobbies and everything set? Okay, no problem. Where was I going? What? Oh yeah, you're just in time to see a greedy woman wanna be king. Flounder, flounder in the sea, come, I pray thee here to me, for my wife good Isabel, wills not eyes have her will. Well, what does she want now then, said the flounder. Oh, alas, she wants to be the king. Go on to her, she's king already. The man went, and he came to the palace, and the castle was much larger. Had a great tower and magnificent ornaments and sentinels all standing before the doors, and number of soldiers and kettle drums and trumpets. And when he went inside, everything was real marble and gold and velvet covers and great gold tassels, and the doors of the hall were open, and there was the court in all its splendor. His wife was sitting on a high throne of gold and diamonds, with a great crown of gold on her head, a scepter of pure gold in her hand. Both sides of her stood her ladies in waiting, each of them always one head shorter than the last. He went and stood before her and said, Wife, now you're king. Yes, now I'm king. He stood and looked at her, and when he looked at her thus for some time, said, Now that you're king, let all else be. We will finish up for nothing more. Nay, husband, I find time passes very heavily. I can bear it no longer. Go to the flounder. I am king, but I must be emperor now too. Wife, now why the Sam hell do you want to be an emperor for? Husband, go to that flounder. I'm gonna be emperor. Wife, he cannot make you emperor, and I must not say to that fish there is only one emperor in the land, and an emperor the flounder cannot make you. I assure you, he cannot. What? I am the king, and you are nothing but my husband. You will do this right now. Go at once. Well, that man went, however, troubled in his mind, and he kept saying, oh, it will not end well. It will not end well. Emperor is far too shameless. The flounder will at last be tired. Finally, he went to the sea, and the sea was black and bubbling up from below, something that had sharp winds and curdles, and oh, the man was so afraid. And finally he called, Flounder, flounder to the sea, come, I pray thee, to me, for my wife good Isabel will not have as I have willed. Well, what does she want? Flounder, my wife wants to be emperor. Go to her. She's already emperor. The men went, and when they got there, the whole palace was made of polished marble with alabaster figures and golden ornaments, and soldiers marching before the door, blowing trumpets and beating cymbals and drums, and in the house barons and counts and dukes were going about as servants. Oh, he entered, there sat his wife on a throne which was made of one solid piece of gold. It was 2 miles high. She wore a great gold crown on her head, 3 yards high. Oh my goodness. I could have sworn, oh my lord. Damn, I almost thought I was gonna sneeze again. Something is stuck in my nose. Oh, the poll finished. Thank you. View results. Alright, it looks like the 2 of you speak for everybody. After this story, I guess we'll do D&D. D&D horror stories. Hopefully it will not be anything what's the word? Bad. I don't know where I was. Oh. Yeah, it was 2 miles high, and before them stood a number of princes and dukes, and the man went and stood among them and said, Wife, are you emperor now? Yes, now I am emperor. He stood and looked at her well. And he looked at her, and for some time he said, Wife, you must be content. Now that you're emperor. Husband, why are you standing there? Now that I'm emperor, I'm going to be pope too. Go to the flounder. Wife, what are you wishing for now? You cannot be pope. There is only one Christendom. He cannot make you pope. I'm going to be pope. Go to him. I must be pope this instant. Wife, no. I don't like to say this to him. I don't want to do it. This is too much. The flounder can't make you pope. Nonsense. If he can make an emperor, he can make a pope. Go to him now. I am emperor and you are nothing but my husband. Won't you go? Well, that spineless husband went, though he was afraid. Shivering, he fell upon his knees and trembled. High winds blowing over the land, clouds flew, and towards the evening all grew dark. The water rose and roared as if it was boiling, and splashed upon the shore, and in the distance he saw ships firing guns. Oh dear, and in the midst of the sky there was a small bit of blue, though on every side it was as red as a heavy storm. So full of despair, he went and stood in much fear, and said, Flounder, flounder in the sea, come, I pray thee, to me, for my wife good Isabel wills not as I have her will. What does she want then? Flounder. She wants to be the pope. Go to her, she's pope already. He went, and then he got there, he saw what was a large church surrounded by palaces. His wife was clad in gold, sitting on a much higher throne, with 3 gold crowns on it. Round about her there was much ecclesiastical splendor, and on both sides of her was a row of candles, the largest of which was as tall as the tallest tower, down to the very smallest kitchen candle. Wife, are you Pope now? Yes, I am Pope now. He stood and looked at her as if he was looking at a bright sun. Well, if you're Pope now, do let well alone. But she stood stiff as a post, didn't move or show any signs of life, and she said, Wife, now that you're Pope, be satisfied. You cannot become anything greater. I will consider that. Thereupon they both went to bed, but she was not satisfied. Greediness would not let her sleep. She was continuously thinking about what left there was for her to be. The man finally got to sleep soundly. He had run about a great deal during the day, but the woman could not fall asleep at all. Flung herself from one side to the other the whole night through, thinking about what more there was left for her to do. Finally, the sun began to rise, and the woman saw the red of dawn and said, Cannot I, too, order the sun and moon to rise? Husband, wake up. Go to the flounder. Tell him I wish to be God. That man was half asleep, but upon hearing that, he awoke so horrified he fell out of bed. Wife, what are you saying? Husband, if I can't order the sun and moon to rise, and have look on and see the sun and moon rising, I cannot bear it. I shall not know what it is to have another happy hour unless I can make myself king. No, God. Go at once. I wish to become God. Wife, falling to his knees, he said, the flounder cannot do that. He can make an emperor. He can make a pope. I beseech you, go on as you are and be pope. But she flew into a rage, her hair flying wildly about her head. I will not endure this. I will not bear it any longer. Won't you go? Finally, he put on his trousers. He put on his trousers and ran away like a madman. Outside, a great storm was raging, blowing so hard he could scarcely keep his feet. Houses and trees toppled over, the mountains trembled, rocks rolled into the sea. The sky was pitch black, and it thundered and lightened, and the sea came away with big black waves as high as church towers and mountains. He cried, but he couldn't even hear his own words. Flounder, flounder, in the sea, come, I pray thee, to me, for my wife, good Isabel, wills not as I'd have her will. What does she want then? Alas, she wants to be like unto God. Go to her, and you will find her back again in the dirty hovel. And there they are, living still, as this time to very day. Good Lord. That's like that one, yeah. There's like this one joke that goes like, a woman, she gets sent to heaven and an angel is like, hey, you can choose a partner to be with the first floor, here you go. And so like she steps on the first floor and there's like a bunch of really handsome men, and she's like, this is nice, but then she like sees a door that says like level 2, and she's like, oh well, I mean, what could the men be like on level 2? And so she goes up to level 2 and they're handsome and like funny. And so she's like, oh, this is wonderful. But then she sees the door with level 3 and she's like, oh, level 3. And she goes up to level 3 and it's like, oh, all these handsome, funny, intelligent men. And she's like, oh, this is amazing. But then she sees a door with level 4. And obviously she's like, well, I just want to take a peek. And so she takes a peek. She goes up to level 4 and she sees a door. She sees like a lobby with one person in it. And she's like, hi, you're the only person on level 4? And the person says, yep, welcome to hell. What? Yeah, welcome to hell. You know, you couldn't be happy with what you had. So, here you are. And like that's like the whole point is like why are you trying to be envious of something that you don't even know what it would be like? Like you should be happy with what you got, but also like I don't know. I feel like I should always want to do better than I am, but that's like a personal thing. I don't really want to, like, I can't imagine dating a partner and then seeing like some piece of ass like slide on by and be like, oh, you know, I ain't much of a hound dog, I guess. But yeah, alright, 1 second. Boop. Okay, now, well, I try to find, let's see, Google DND horror stories. I think this is it. This is a Reddit about how your tabletop role-playing game must have gone wrong. You're welcome to add attachments and stuff, just be mindful. Is there a way? Oh my god. Thanks. Did you hear my neck crack? I hope to God y'all didn't, because that was... Oh, that was violent. That was egregious. I cannot condone what just came off of my body. Lord, have mercy. Oh my god. If I made a D&D journal, I do have a D&D journal. I write down all of my notes. I draw little things. I draw battles. Of course, they're just doodles, but I am faster with traditional art. Like way faster. like it's kind of crazy. Let's go to new. There we go. Oh, okay. Boop. Okay, is there a way to zoom in? I think that's it. Does it look good on here? Kind of. No, that's okay. That's okay. It says it's extra long. Oh? Can y'all still see everything? Yeah, y'all can still see everything. It's okay. Boop. If it did, I wasn't paying attention for it. Oh. RIP. This is not a horror story I was involved in, but it happened publicly on the LFG section of his Discord server I'm a member of. I don't know any of the people involved. The situation has developed over the past day or two. Popcorn has become too good not to share. Okay. Here we go. The only alterations I have made have been redactions to keep everyone anonymous. Oh, yay! Okay. Please keep in mind, everyone in this story is an adult. Our cast is as follows. I don't know why my model keeps like moving to the side somehow. Maybe it's because I keep like it keeps shifting. I'm just shifty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. DM, grappler, playing a grapple focused character, 3 or more players, I'm not sure which classes they played, something. And then Odin, he was someone that signed up for the campaign but never participated in. Alright. Horror story starts with a dubious post left by the DM. I'm very innovative, creative DM with a new vast world of players. All you need is the D&D Beyond mobile app for your character creation in VTube, and I'll guarantee you the adventure of a lifetime. Almost every NPC has a story to tell and a background to share. The world I created for you to enjoy is vibrant and bursting with all sorts of amazing little twists and turns. You can take on a meager side quest or delve headfirst into major plot points. The world I created for you will keep you entertained for months on end. If you're interested in being a part of it, please feel free to let me know. The limit is 6 people per campaign. I'm not opposed to running multiple campaigns on different days. This will allow for more people the opportunity to experience. Well, I hope this person don't have a job, because that seems like a really big time commitment. Like a really big time commitment. The rest of it's mostly scheduling until drama kicks in with a new post. Everyone, I thank you for your interest. I will warn anyone planning to play online, never play with a person who says they often DM. Those type of people will drain every ounce of fun out of your gaming experience. I will never play with DM players ever again. They have no comprehension of how to have fun. All they do is critique the game and ramble nonstop about trivial mess. Many will do any and everything to make the game all about them. Huh. If they normally DM, run yo ass off. They are not there to join your game to have fun. They intend to micromanage, critique, and interrupt the flow. That is not true at all. I have a DND group, and one second now, that ain't right. My friend is a DM, and he does amazing roleplay with us when he's like being a player. I think this boy just has some terrible experience. Absolutely terrible experience. Absolutely terrible. What you mean, like, do you mean like a mom and son or a daddy daughter? Like, that's silly. I would never play a game with my parents unless it's like fucking Scrabble. I don't want them to see me competitive. God, could you imagine me playing anything with them? Uno? No. No. I would accidentally take a shot if I drew a card. Oh, my Setharoni. He's home. I'm gonna close the door real quick so that way y'all don't hear me just hyperventilating. Okay. The DM also added an addendum. No previous dungeon masters allowed. If you are used to being a dungeon master and you are closed-minded rule junkie, my campaign is not for you. I'm skipping the rest of that tirade. I don't need to hear this man no more. One of the parties responds, well, you said RP focus, but rushed us when we RP with each other or town people when they all level 12 plus with over 20 in a stat to get hard to interact with them, and you cut out almost all rules, so it takes more time to figure out what's going on, and we have to explain an interaction of the roles we have to make. Oh my god. I think this man, like, he seems like one of those who's like pressing X during like dialogue scenes. You know? Like, he seems like one of those types. If it's Setharoni had a list, does that make him roster pasta? Rasta pasta? Maybe. It's my girl. She's so excited. But yeah, another player chimes in, well, for me, only played one session with them as a DM. However, as a player, I shouldn't have had to explain how a spell save DC works or why you should roll to save a DC check for each creature affected with turn undead. All I had to say to you was, do you guys care about the rules so much to have fun? Most of us literally spent years learning the rules so we can play this game seamlessly with others. Grappler enters the conversation. Hey everyone, I just want to clarify a few things. We all gathered here for one reason, and one reason only. To share our love of music. I present to you country music without prejudice. Ow! Sorry. That unlocked like a core memory of me like driving down a country ass road, listening to Big and Rich CDs and like toe tapping on the dashboard between my my brother and my dad, cause like, you know, it's like one of those 3-seater trucks. sorry. A fierce railroad in the anticipation that it would just work out and everyone would have fun. I tried explaining to Solo on several occasions this is not what we want and not what we are looking for in a campaign. DM didn't want to listen or compromise. He asked for constructive criticism but cannot tolerate or handle it. Blah blah blah. It was clear the DM is extremely unfamiliar with the rules and the basics of the simple mechanics. Bro didn't want to didn't know the lingo of D&D at all. Common things were alien to him. We had to explain things every 10 or 15 minutes, and he would get super frustrated and overwhelmed, as anyone else would. Well, in retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have been so overzealous with our attempts to try and help him learn. After all this time, he'd refused to admit that he had anything to learn. It was him versus the players. I encourage all new game masters to understand one thing. It is okay to be wrong, but it's never okay to take it out on your players if you're frustrated. Be an adult and own your mistakes. Personalities clash, tempers flared. Point is to not let one instance ruin the future. Love and respect. Odin didn't attend a single session. Starts giving the party a hard time for not being more supportive and just being a clown about scheduling. This was almost a 6-hour video recording of the session. Gets posted. At this point, I was pretty curious to see who was really being reasonable here. And he looks at the table and how the game's problems were being handled, and I shamefully admit I watched about 2 to 3 hours. GM didn't know game terminology, made extensive use of homebrew rules. None of the players were told about the homebrew rules beforehand. The DM was defensive and insecure about criticism. Desire to play raw instead of using his homebrew systems. The party was rules as written, by the way. I just say raw, but I forget. The party was unanimous in their desire to use rules as written system instead of homebrew, and they had never been told about something. Basically, the DM was in the wrong. Someone kept blowing up. I think this person just copy pasted instead of cliff notes. I bet you're the type to start a fight, get beat up, and then ask what you did wrong. This reminds me of that one song, why does everybody want to kick my ass? I'm just trying to have a little fun for all the ones who can't. And it's like, yeah, just because I kiss the prettiest girls and I drive my truck too fast. Why does everybody want to kick my ass? And it just keeps going off about like different reasons why this man's an asshole and why he keeps getting his ass beat. He's like, I don't know why. And it is funny. Y'all should look that up sometime if y'all have a chance. I think it's literally just called Kick My Ass. But it's a country song. If you're not into country, that's fine. You can have a bad opinion. Sorry. If I triggered you, you're welcome to leave. I don't need people here who don't like country. That's okay. I'm a southern grandma. You know, I can turn you. I can fix you. I'm sorry. I'll stop. What's a dance that you want to learn? I know lots of dances actually. A toxic redditor? Yeah, I don't know. No, I think this person was just like copy pasting verbatim, like entire threads, and it's just very long. D&D is not meant to be played by the rules that something. This person went. It was a painful watch. I don't know. It seems like the DM didn't properly explain things or didn't have a good enough setup. Like they probably should have had a first session where they explained, like, you know, like they did like a little trial run, like, hey, this is how I RP, this is the rules I have, these are the topics that I avoid, these are the topics I'm okay with, these are, you know, like basically just explaining, like, this is how I play the game, this is how I'm gonna DM the game, you know, don't you like it? And if they don't like it, then they have a chance to leave. They can be like, oh, I'm sorry, you can give my spot to someone who's gonna be more appreciative of your playstyle. That just, I don't know, that just makes more sense to me. I can't imagine why someone wouldn't want to talk, because I feel like the game started out fine for them, but I don't think it ended well for them. I think, let's see, are there any? Guys, there's someone called the Goose Girl. I have to. I must. Oh, and it's kind of short too. That's not bad. Okay. Alright, here we go. There once upon a time was an old queen whose husband had been dead for many, many years. And she had a beautiful... Oh, I think you're just a little too big, darling. Just a little too big. There we go. Alright. And she had a beautiful daughter. When the princes all grew up, she was betrothed to a prince who lived at a very great distance away. When the time came for her to be married, she asked the journey forth into the distant kingdom, but the aged queen packed up for her many costly vessels of gold and silver and trinkets and cups and jewels and basically everything that attained to a royal dowry, for she loved her daughter so dearly. She likewise sent her maiden-waiting, who was to ride with her and hand her over to the bridegroom, and each day a horse from the journey, but the horse for the king's daughter was called Falada. Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. I don't know if y'all know. Oh my god, what was she in? It was in like a fantasy, like romance story, but she was basically, she was like the main character's friend, and she was like so sarcastic, and I just, oh my god. And I don't think it was Falada exactly. I think it was like something similar. Maybe like, God. Damn, I'm gonna have to, I have to look up the, I'm gonna look up the story later, and if I can remember, I'll make sure to tweet it out to you guys. I wrote my own, you do not want to see my writing, y'all. It is, it ain't it. Ignis is way better than me. Way better. But finally, when the hour of parting had come, the aged mother went to the bedroom, took a knife, cut her finger until it bled, and held a white handkerchief onto it until 3 drops of blood fell. Gave it to her daughter and said, "Dear child, preserve this carefully. It will be a service to you on your way." She took a sorrowful leave from each other, and the princess put the cloth in her bosom, mounted her horse, and went away. After she had ridden for a while, she felt a burning thirst and said to her waiting maid, "Dismount, take my cup which we have brought for me, and get some water from the stream. I need to lie down and drink. If you're thirsty, get off your horse yourself and lie down and drink out of the water yourself. I didn't choose to be your servant." In her great thirst, the princess bent down to the water of the stream and drank, and was not allowed to drink out of the golden cup. "Oh heaven!" 3 drops of blood answered. "If your mother knew, her heart would break." But the king's daughter was humble and said nothing, and mounted her horse again. She rode some miles further, but the day was warm, the sun scorching her, and she was thirsty once again. She said to her lady maid, "Dismount and give me some water in my golden cup, please." But the lady maid still said nothing. "If you want to drink, drink as you can. I don't choose to be your maid." So the daughter alighted, bent over the flowing stream, and wept and said, "Oh heaven, the drops of blood again. If only your mother knew this, her heart would break." She then went drinking, leaning right over the stream. The handkerchief fell out of it and floated away without her seeing. So great was her trouble. The lady maid, however, had seen it and rejoiced to think that she now had power over the bride, for since the princess had lost the drops of blood, she had become weak and powerless. So now, when she wanted to mount her horse again, the one that was called Falada, the lady maid said, "Falada is more suitable for me. My nag will do for thee." So the princess had to be contented with that. The lady maid, with many hard words, bade the princess exchange her royal apparel too, and at length she was compelled to swear by the sky that she wouldn't say a word of this to anyone. And if she didn't promise, the lady maid would have killed her on the spot. But Falada saw all of this and observed it well. That horse is gonna remember. Ooh, horses are so fucking loyal too. Oh my god, I love horses. I had a horse when I was little. Well, sort of. Like, we lived by a horse ranch, and so I took care of this one horse in particular. She was really pretty. I called her Chestnut. And then we had a squirrel, and I named it Pecan. And then we had another squirrel, and I named that one Walnut. And then we had a third squirrel, but I didn't name it anything because I think it died a little too soon. We saved it from a cat, but I think the cat must have hurt it. Like, we didn't see any blood, but it must have like pounced on it or something and must have messed something up on the inside. But it had a good night with us. We fed it like some fruit and it really liked that. So, you know, I'm not too sad about it. I try not to think about how sad it could be. But yeah. Sorry. That was a... What the fuck? I promise I don't have ADHD. I promise. The lady maid mounted, and the true bride on the bad horse, and thus they traveled onwards until at length they entered the royal palace. There was many great rejoicings over her arrival, and the prince sprang forward to meet her, lifting the lady maid off her horse as though she was his consort. She was conducted upstairs, but the real princess was left standing below. The old king looked out of the window and saw her standing, and how dainty and delicate and beautiful she was, and instantly went to the royal apartment and asked the bride about the girl. Who was she? Oh, quite dainty. Quite dainty. She got them dogs out. Woof. I'm sorry. My bad. I picked her up on my way for a companion, giving the girl some work at. She may not stand idle. Oh, but the old king had no work for her and knew of none, and so he said, I have a little boy who tends to the geese. She can help him. The boy was called Conrad, and the true bride had to help him to tend to the geese. Soon afterwards, the false bride said to the young prince, Dear husband, I beg of you to do me a favor. Oh, I would do it most willingly. Send the knacker and for a horse bridle. I know exactly what that is. He's kind of like a shoemaker, like a cobbler, but for horse parts particularly. And had the head of the horse on which I rode here cut off, for it vexed me on the way. In reality, she was afraid the horse might well know how she behaved to the king's daughter. She succeeded in making the prince, promise that she would be done, and so faithful Falda was to die. This came to the ears of the real princess, and she secretly promised to pay him a piece of gold if he would perform a small service. There was a great dark-looking gateway in the town, through which the morning, and even as she passed to the geese, it would be so good as to nail up her head, so that she might see it again more than once. The man promised to do that, and so he cut off the head and nailed it fast beneath the dark gateway. Early in the morning, when she and Conrad drove over there with their flock, past the gateway, she said to the passing, Oh, alas, Falda, hanging there. The head answered, Alas, young queen, how ill you fare. If this your tender mother knew, her heart would surely break in two. They still went further into town and drove the geese into the country. When they came to the meadow, she sat down and unbound her hair, which was like pure gold. Oh, Conrad saw it, and he delighted in its beautiful brightness and wanted to pluck out a few hairs. Boy, what? This is some of that, like, witch TikTok bullshit. Get away from me. She said, Blow, blow, thou gentle wind, I say, blow Conrad's little hat away, and make him chase it here and there until I've braided up my hair, and bound it again. And there came such a violent wind that it blew his hat straight across the country. He was forced to run after it, and when he came back, she had finished combing her hair and put it back up again, so he couldn't get any of it. Conrad was angry and wouldn't speak to her for a while, and thus they had to watch the geese until the evening, till they finally came home. Oops. That was my headphone. Well, next day, when they were driving the geese out through the dark gateway, the maiden said again, Oh, alas, Falda, hanging there, and Falda answered, Alas, young queen, how ill you fare. If this your tender mother knew, how clean her heart would break in two. Again she blew out her hair. Again Conrad ran and tried to clutch it, and so in haste she said, Blow, blow, thou gentle wind, blow Conrad's little hat away, I say, and make him chase it here and there until I've braided up my hair and bound it again. And again the wind blew, and again Conrad forced to run after it until he came back and her hair was no longer down, and he couldn't get any of it, and so they looked after the geese until evening again. But this evening, after they got home, Conrad went to the king and said, I won't tend to these geese with that girl any longer. Oh, why not? She vexes me the whole day long. Well, sorry, I'm just shifting in my chair. Well, wait, where? Oh, yeah. Well, the aged queen The aged king commanded him to relate to what she had done to him. And he said, "In the morning, when we pass beneath the dark gateway, there's a horse head on the wall, and she says to it, 'Alas, Valda, hanging there.' And the head says, 'Alas, young queen, how ill you fare. A tender mother knew her heart would surely break in two.'" Oh. And then he goes on about the goose pasture and how he had to chase his hat. The aged king commanded him to drive his flock out again, and as soon as morning came, he placed himself beneath the great gateway, and heard how the maiden spoke to the head, and he too went into the country, and hid himself in a thick meadow. His own eyes laid upon the goose girl and the goose boy, bringing their flock, and how after a while she sat down, and unplaited her hair shone bright with radiance. And she does her little ditty. And then finally a blast of wind carries Conrad's hat clean off, so that he has to run far away to fetch it. And all of the king observes her as she plaits her hair back up again. Quite unseen, he runs back home, and when the goose girl came in the evening, he calls her aside and asks why she did all of these things. "I cannot tell you that, and I dare not lament my sorrows to any human being, for I have sworn not to do so by the heaven which is above me. If I had not done that, I should have lost my life." He urged her away. Oh my god, hi Phantom. Hi. It's good to see you. I'm just reading. It's about a goose girl. Honk honk. Sorry. But yeah, so he urged her and left her no peace, but he couldn't draw anything else from her. "Oh, fine, if thou wilt not tell me anything, tell thy sorrows to the iron stove over there." She crept into the iron stove and began to weep and lament and emptied her whole heart out. "Here I am deserted by the whole world, and yet I'm a king's daughter, and a false waiting maid laid forced by me such a pass, and I've been compelled to put off my royal apparel, and she's taken my place as a bridegroom, and I'm having to perform menial service as a goose girl. Oh, if my mother did not but know, her heart would surely break." Well, the aged king was standing outside by the pipe and listening to what she said and heard everything. When she came back out again, he bade her to come out of the stove, and royal garments were placed on her head. It was marvelous how beautiful she was. The king summoned his son, revealed to him that he has a false bride who was actually a waiting maid. The true one was standing here, and was some time for now had been a goose girl. The young king rejoiced with all of his heart when he saw her beauty and her youth, and a great feast was made ready, for which all the people and all the good friends were invited. That's crazy. For like 3 whole days you stay with this man and he's like, "Yeah, you're amazing, I love you. You're not a queen? Sorry, get the fuck out." Honestly though, like, she was probably a terrible daughter. Like, not daughter, fiance. When they had eaten and drunk and were merry, the aged king asked the lady maid for a riddle. What a person deserved who had behaved in such and such a manner to her master? The false bride said she deserves no better fate than to be stripped naked, put in a barrel, studded inside with pointed nails, and 2 white horses should harness to it, and they'll drag her out to a street after another until she's dead. As you say, it will be pronounced your own sentence, and thus you should be done upon thee. And when the sentence had been carried out, the young king married his true bride, and upon them reigned kingdom and peace and happiness. That's crazy. She literally was like, "Yeah, kill this bitch." Violently. Okay, word. You. Like, damn, come on now. Alright. It is very late at night, and it is time for me to go to beddy bye. Are there any friends that I can raid into? Oh my god, it's Honey. Hi. Oh my god, he's playing VR chat. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, word. You guys are gonna have such a good time. Plus, I'm pretty sure I can trust him with you guys. Search. Honey. There. Okay. Remember, I stream every Thursday and Saturday. I love you guys so dearly. Mwah! And, what's it? Oh yeah, this Saturday we're doing the MediBang stream. It's another goose game, but I think it'll be fun, and I'm sure you guys will have a good time. At least I'm like 99% sure you'll have a good time. Remember, we're here for a short time, so let's make it a fun time. And if you miss me while I'm not here, you can check me out over on YouTube. I think I have like 2 different videos scheduled for this week. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a couple more VODs posted up soon too. So good night. Buenas noches, I assume I say buena nuit. And boop. Uh-oh. It didn't work. Why didn't? Take care. Thank you, Vinny. Take care. Oh, there it is. Oops.